My next guest is truly one of the great singers of all time. His latest album, which I have a copy of right here, is called The Art of Excellence, and this man can be seen in person on the 10th and 11th of May, right across the street here in Manhattan at Radio City Music Hall. Here now, singing James Taylor's Everybody Has the Blues. Right, Paul? Yeah. Okay. It's a pleasure to welcome to this show, Tony Bennett.
Hey, Paul, I feel so bad. I guess you're thinking no one ever felt so bad before. Oh, come on, Tony, join the club. Everybody's got the blues. Everybody gets the blues. Everybody knows the way that you feel today. Everybody gets to sit and cry. Everybody gets to wonder why. Everybody gets to watch that sky turn gray. Now some people lose their jobs, Ray. Some fellas lose their girl. Maybe I feel like I'm losing my mind, but that's not the end of the world. Everybody gets to feel some pain. Everybody gets caught out in the rain. Everybody has some days that they can't explain. Play the blues, Paul. Play the blues. Play the blues. Even JR gets the blues. Sometimes even David Letterman gets the blues. So paying all those dues. TV anchor people, they even get the blues from reading all that news. Everybody, everybody, everybody gets the blues. Ray Charles.
Nice to meet you. Thank you very much for being here. Come on over here. Come on over, Tony. Thanks, Paul. That was great. That was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
It really was.
Yeah, that was exciting.
Getting right down to it.
Thank you very much for being here.
It's
It's really a thrill for us to have you here.
Thank you.
You're going to be working across the street at Radio City Music Hall. I'm guessing you've been there before.
Just one other time.
One other time? When was that?
The Night of the 100 Stars.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
Are you going to be nervous now, 5,800 folks?
You know, usually I do get slight butterflies before a show, but boy, you get a big gulp at Radio City. You go out there and there's 5,800 seats, and at that magnificent theater that Vincente Minnelli designed, and It's a great thrill to be there.
It'd be a lot of fun, I'm sure.
Yeah, they've commissioned me to sing all the great songs that were introduced right at Radio City.
In the movies that we're playing.
All the famous movies right through the years, and boy, what a great selection of songs.
Yeah, that'll be nice. You also, now this is interesting, this man, unless I've got some bum information here, you were, if not the first, one of the first people to walk across the Triborough Bridge here in New York. Is that right?
How'd you get that?
Is that true?
That's really true, yes. My uncle was commissioner of libraries in Queens, and he knew the two biggest men in the world at the time, Franklin Roosevelt and May LaGuardia.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom explained it to me because I was 6 years old at the time, and she told me about it through the years. And we cut the ribbon, and all of the citizens of New York City marched across the Triborough Bridge.
Yeah. Do you have any vivid memories of that day?
No,
or is
I was only 6 years old. I have very little recall.
it doesn't. When you cross the bridge now, it means nothing to you, or?
Oh, it means a lot. No, I still get goosebumps just from hearing those stories.
Do you have to pay when you get to the other end?
Still have to pay, yes.
Well, that stinks, doesn't it?
Well, especially when they said that it would be all cleared up in 5 years and no one would have to pay for it.
Now, when you first started out singing, you weren't always Tony Bennett, were you? You were somebody else for a while.
No, you start out an amateur, and in those days you had to have a name that was easily recognizable, and it was Joe Barry.
Joe Barry. Now, why Joe Barry? B-A-R-R-Y?
Well, because I was an amateur and I didn't know any better. That Barry is where my people came from, and the Italian. From Calabria.
Yeah, and when did you switch it? Why did you switch it?
Well, Bob Hope said, "Hey, wait a minute, that sounds kind of plastic, that name." He said, "What's your real name?" I said, "Anthony Dominic Benedetto."
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Well, let's Americanize it and call you Tony Bennett." And he came out on the Paramount stage and announced me that way. And in show business, we're all a little superstitious. So when he did that, it worked so well, I just kept it ever since.
Why not? I want to show this. Now, I thought this was a very nice gesture on your part, because as I mentioned, we have not really met before tonight. And this past holiday season, I received, up in the office, this painting.
Oh, well, thank you.
From you. This is something you do?
Yes.
Yeah. And
I
this
like
is,
to paint,
and what are we looking at there? What is that?
Well, that's the south of France.
Uh-huh.
And it's a painting that Cary Grant bought the original of, and this is a
Print of a painting. Now, what did the original go for?
A lot of money.
Big dough.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah. How long have you been painting?
Well, I've been painting my whole life, but I'm thrilled that at the end of '85, when this painting was released as a print, everything started happening for me.
Well, that's
Johnny
good.
Carson showed my paintings and said, "Bring your paintings along on the show," and that started it all happening.
But what I have here is a copy.
That's a copy.
Gee, Tony, it was really a thrill to have you here and to
Sorry, I said the wrong thing.
No. But I mean, it was great fun to hear you with Paul and the band. And
I loved
anytime you want to do that again, if you're around next week or something, drop in and we'll
I got
have
to
you
come
sing.
up with another blues for you.
It
Paul.
sounded great. Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much.
babe. I love
Tony
that.
Bennett, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back here with George Miller.